which is what the title of the video is today, guys. Are you happy in your marriage? That's the first question.
Or relationship, yes.
Yeah. Relationship, marriage, either one.
Yeah, of course. There's always hard times, whenever you're married or you're with somebody for a long time. But at the end of the day, I'm happy where I'm at in my relationship. I think all couples go through struggles. You kind of have to figure your way out or get to know the other person a little bit deeper instead of, just one argument. It's so simple to walk away. But, when you continue to work at it, it could be very fulfilling, if that makes sense, yeah.
That does make sense, yeah.
It's hard, though, Don't get me wrong, it is hard. But at the end of the day, if you guys stay connected and grounded together, like, it's like a reward, because that you put so much effort into each other. And it's just a greater reward that you can kind of sit back and look like, man, I really just we went through a lot, but we're here. At the end of the day, it's me and you, and that's how I kind of view it.
The connection, would you say, is like the strongest part of it?
Oh, 100%, yeah. A lot of people tend to. You always have to keep dating, if that makes sense. I know it's so cliche. Yeah. It's very cliche, but treat it as if you're meeting that person for the first time. I'm not saying you don't have bad days or. There's always some trials coming up, and of course, it's hard, but it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You can't forget about the chemistry. You got to have chemistry.
Oh, you have to 100%. That matters. Chemistry definitely matters. Like sex matters. People don't talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have a sexual connection because you can date all day, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you guys are not fulfilling each other sexually, it becomes an issue, I've went through this with Brian. Sometimes it's hard because it creates tension or friction in the marriage if you guys are not sexually in tuned.
Yeah.
Correct.
It is.
I like that you said that because I feel like a lot of women kind of forget to
You're fine.
Yeah. A lot of women kind of forget to, please their man in the bedroom. I think that's the most important part.
100%.
Trying to be just spontaneous, something new every time.
Exactly.
That the woman is not pleasing or
no, it's important for
both.
For both. Yeah,
a lot of bring something new every time.
Oh, 100%. Rather than just playing.
Implying have more threesomes and
yeah, no, 100%. That and playing
boundaries, okay, y'all.
That and
but if you're okay with that,
no, 100%.
For me,
There's a lot of people out there that enjoy that, and if that brings some kind of spark into your relationship, man, it's to each their own. You know what I mean? But definitely yes, that is a very prioritized sex because obviously, if you lose that sexual connection, tension, and then you begin to fight with this person, just give your man sex.
There's got to be there's got to be there's got to be for sure. There's got to be some kind of passion behind it, right? Because passionate sex is different to just a random night and it's just there's no connection, right? There's got to be a energy exchange between the two, right? 100%. And so if you feel that, then you know that the sex is going to be intensified just because of that, right? So
of course.
So with that being said, what would a man do for you to increase your sex drive for him?
I think probably she said, be spontaneous. Don't keep it so casual. You know what I mean? If you're in the car on a drunken night, somebody make the move, initiate. You know what I mean? Take it back to
alley.
If you were in high school. We always like to feel that this is getting a little spicy.
Oh yeah.
Try new things. But I think what's important is to initiate. Be the person to initiate. I know I struggle with that a lot. Because obviously we rely on men to do that. A lot of women just kind of get we're comfortable. If he wants it, he will come get it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And sometimes we have to reverse the roles a little bit and be like, you know what? I'm going to take initiation by on my own. And you got to please, you know what I mean? It's every once in a while,
Yeah.
I actually struggle with that too.
It's hard.
I'm not going to lie. I always allowed him to kind of make the first move.
If he wants to, you're like, oh, okay. Because sometimes you want it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do you want to initiate it? It's hard. And then you're like, oh, I want him to come on to me all the time.
Well, it's very easy for you to do that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're
I think it just
Yeah.
feels good that he wants to.
Exactly.
I think
Don't
Yeah.
know who you
Yeah.
want to. So it's like, why would women see? Women don't even understand that if y'all were the ones that initiate it, it makes us want it more.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so I
For
learned
sure.
that.
You're
No.
like, yeah, I don't want to do it, and it's just like, no,
Yeah.
if we did it, we would do
Well,
it
it's
even
because,
more.
okay, put yourself, I mean, from a woman's perspective, like, there are some days where we don't want to at all. And then there's days that we want to. It's just like, you know, with a man, like, sometimes there's that one chance out of 100, it's like they don't want to. And so with us, is if you initiate and you get turned down, like, that hurts our feelings. You know what I mean? Like, that we are crushed, and it kind of like, well, from a woman's perspective, we go based on emotions. You know what I mean?
That means a man's testosterone levels are down.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it means.
that means
100%.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, good to know. We know that now.
Now you just need to give him his protein, let him hit the gym.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, of course. Build that
For sure.
testosterone. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
of course. Of
Make
course.
sure he ain't, doing whatever he needs to do in the restroom or whatever it is, and he saves it for that moment or whatever it is.
Good to
Yeah.
know.
I like to see sometimes. I think having sex too much is bad. In a sense, I feel like if you're having sex like every single day, you gotta think in a year that's what, almost 200 times you had sex with your partner. If you would have, gradually did that over the course of 3 or 4 years, now it's like every time you have sex, it's actually a lot more pleasing.
You think it's more meaningful?
Meaningful and more pleasing
Yeah,
because you're
more
not so
pleasing.
used to that person and their person's body,
I-
the moves,
yeah.
everything like that. You gotta spread it out as
Yeah.
well.
I think you can do that, right? It's all based on the attraction, right? How attracted are you to your partner?
Exactly.
If you can
And-
carry the
yeah.
attraction throughout the entire relationship, in the sense that both of you don't stop trying and trying to attract one another, I think that attraction is there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
at any moment, like if it's just a random Thursday night or a random Friday night, say Thursday night, you just get that attraction, like it's like, okay, yeah, tonight's is going down.
It's going down.
But then you can have that same feeling tomorrow, and you can have that same feeling Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So it's all
I guess
on the
it goes
attraction.
based on the person and
Yeah.
the relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I don't have sex every day. You know what I mean? But I
Every
mean,
day is wild, yo.
every day is
I'm
wild.
like, no, we can't
Yeah.
do this. I'm drained. I can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
What about you? What would
Well,
it be
I
for
don't
you?
know. I think there's always honeymoon phases in the relationship.
The beginning.
Like, at least for me, I'm only speaking for myself.
Yeah.
But you know how, like, when you're first starting off in a relationship, it's always like every single day.
Yeah.
Like, throughout the years, it's spread it out.
It is spread it out. It's
I
like a
always
week
have a
sometimes.
honeymoon.
I don't
Sometimes
like it
we-
when it's planned. I hate it when it's planned.
I see. Yeah,
You
because
see what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't make it.
Planned
It
is
doesn't
good,
make it
though.
more.
No, it's
It's
not.
just like if I know, like let's say we ain't had sex all week and I planned a day for next Wednesday. My mind is ready for next Wednesday, bro, and I'm waiting and I'm
Mine's
excited.
planned.
I'm waiting
It's always
for
planned.
Next
No, I'm just
Wednesday.
kidding.
Nah, I like the spontaneous shit. That's when
That's
I know
cool
you're
too.
turned. That's
That's
when I know
cool
you're
too.
turned on. There's something that I
Yeah,
did
there's
that turned you on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. Planned, I would say, I guess, given the circumstances that you're in, you would have to plan it.
No, a girl can still plan that. Easily,
Oh,
a
well.
girl can plan that.
You think so? I mean, obviously they can. You can do what you want. You know what I mean?
You just gotta set up the trick. Hey, we're gonna go out to eat, and then when you're on the way to eat, that's when you be like.
Well, and I think in the back of your head too, you're like, oh, okay, something is going down today.
Well,
you know?
what I'm saying is that planned in the sense that you get so used to each other's routines every day, right? If you're living with the person already, you get very in tune with each other's routine. That at some point, you have a busy lifestyle, you're working a lot, whatever the case is. That then it's like, oh, well, maybe let's do it tomorrow. That to me is like, nah, bro. Like, yeah, exactly, right?
Let's do it tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, no. So it's like.
I'm not gonna want it now.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're so in tune with each other's lives, and this is why I feel like a man can't program himself to a woman's life. The woman has to program herself into his life. The reason I say this is because for you to have been with your man, there was some level of attraction at the beginning. You found him to be, very productive, very motivational, very in tune with himself, ambitious. The moment that a man it programs himself into a woman's life, he loses that because what is he doing? You guys are having dinner, watching a TV series. You know what I'm saying? You guys are catering to her. And this is where I think it's also very important for a man to keep his social network with his friends, his guy friends, okay? Because all this, again, it builds that attraction and it carries the attraction into the relationship. Because the moment he loses his friends and he focuses just on the relationship, women say they want that, but that's not what they want. In reality, that's not what they want. They want a man that they were attracted to from the beginning. And once they lose that, you lose the attraction, and that sex ain't really coming out like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's,
yeah. Can I
does that make
speak
sense?
on that a little bit?
Yeah, sure, of course.